The sound of a train horn blares through the freezing night as sparks fly from the rails and wind whips past at over 60 miles an hour, while MrBeast clings to the side of a speeding freight train, shouting over the noise. This is what it looks like to survive 100 days trapped inside a train, and it is only day 20. Already the air is filled with steam. The rattling is constant, and the temperature inside is dropping fast, making every second a fight to keep moving and stay alive. Just when it seems under control, the camera swings to reveal Chandler dangling from the top of a moving boxcar, trying to secure a massive tarp as snow begins to whip in from every side, setting up one of the most insane survival challenges ever attempted. MrBeast explains that for this challenge, he and the team are locked inside a massive train that will be in constant motion for 100 days. The rules are simple but brutal. The train will never stop except for fuel and quick restocks, and once the doors close, there is no leaving. Each team member must adapt to living, sleeping, and completing tasks on a moving train with no way off unless the challenge is forfeited. Inside are stacked crates of supplies, cramped sleeping bunks, and a single stove for cooking food. The stakes are huge because if even one person gives up, the entire team loses, and the grand prize of $500,000 for charity disappears. A surprise twist is teased as Chris smirks at the camera, saying there is something coming mid-challenge that will make this train ride way more dangerous than anyone thinks. From the first hours the reality hits, the floors shake constantly, making it hard to stand. Chandler spills an entire pot of soup as the train hits a sharp turn. Carl nearly gets knocked over while trying to hang a clothesline inside the cabin. Jimmy, aka MrBeast, calls for a team meeting to lay out a plan for rationing food, fuel, and water, while Nolan tries to figure out how to build a workout space between two swaying cargo crates. But that is not the craziest part, because each day will bring a new mini-challenge to test survival skills, from climbing onto the roof during a rainstorm to repairing the generator in complete darkness. By day 3, the walls are already coated with condensation, and temperatures swing wildly depending on the weather outside. Every bump in the track feels like a new threat, and the sound of metal grinding is constant, keeping everyone on edge. Just as things begin to settle, the first big problem hits. A massive storm forces the train to reroute through a remote mountain range, doubling the length of the next leg of travel and cutting off the scheduled supply drop. That means the team must stretch 3 days of food into 5 while dealing with freezing nighttime temperatures. Chandler rigs blankets to block wind from the gaps in the car doors. Carl takes on the dangerous job of climbing onto the icy roof to fix a loose antenna, and MrBeast keeps morale high with competitions for bonus snacks. But then, in the middle of the night, a sudden screeching sound jolts everyone awake as the train slows to a crawl. Chris peers out the side window and freezes. The next stretch of track is half covered in snow, and a stuck maintenance car is blocking the way, forcing the team to wait stranded in the middle of nowhere with supplies running dangerously low. The mid-video twist arrives with full cinematic tension. As they wait for the tracks to be cleared, the train crew reveals that the only way forward is to help dig the snow out by hand. Using shovels and sheer determination, the team climbs down into waist-deep snow while the clock ticks and the cold seeps into every layer of clothing. The challenge shifts from endurance to raw survival as frostbite becomes a real threat. Carl nearly quits from the cold until Nolan shouts that they are almost through, and the team rallies, pushing harder until the tracks are finally clear. As the train roars back to life, the relief is instant, but the exhaustion is real. This was supposed to be an extreme challenge, but now it is turning into a test of human limits. With half the days still ahead, the tension ramps up. Food is nearly gone, and the team must improvise. Chandler sets up fishing gear to try catching dinner when the train briefly crosses a bridge over a frozen river. Carl builds a crude heating system using leftover metal scraps and a camping stove. MrBeast announces a new twist to keep everyone motivated: a series of competitions inside the cramped train cars with rewards like extra blankets or hot meals. This keeps the energy high but also stirs rivalry, especially when Nolan wins 3 challenges in a row and Chris starts plotting to take him down. The keyword survival is no joke now. Every small victory feels massive, but the looming question remains: can MrBeast survive 100 days trapped in a train when the conditions keep getting worse? As the days count down, the weather turns warmer, but the challenge stays brutal. Sleep deprivation sets in as the constant noise of the train makes deep rest impossible. MrBeast films a tense moment when the train passes over a dangerously high trestle bridge swaying in the wind. The view is breathtaking, but the fear is real. The final week pushes everyone to their limits with back-to-back mini-challenges, including navigating a pitch-black tunnel with only glow sticks and unloading heavy crates from a moving platform to earn bonus supplies. The suspense builds as the last night approaches. Everyone is tired, hungry, and sore, but determined to finish. The climax hits on day 100, when the train pulls into the final station. Crowds cheer as MrBeast, Chandler, Chris, Carl, and Nolan step out onto solid ground for the first time in over 3 months. The relief is electric, and the payoff is huge. The grand prize is handed over to the chosen charity in a massive cinematic reveal with confetti cannons and drone shots capturing the moment. The team celebrates by running down the platform in slow motion as the camera cuts between exhausted smiles and the massive train that was home for 100 days. The entire journey is summed up in a flash montage of highs and lows showing just how insane it was to complete an endurance test like this, trapped on a constantly moving machine. If you think surviving 100 days trapped in a train was insane, wait until you see the next challenge where MrBeast and the team attempt something even more extreme with even higher stakes. It is going to make this train ride look easy, and you do not want to miss it.